Welcome back, one and all, to Rogue Live, where last time I traveled back to Prison Island to try and figure out what I was not figuring out. See Catherine again. Catherine said, "Oh, you need to trap again." Thanks, Catherine. Big help. So, I think what we want to do is try to activate the Golden Domes on Boiler Island and Survey Island. Additionally, I think I want to note, if you'll recall, on Survey Island, there's that area underneath where we can summon the warks or whatever they are, and there's colors for each island. I want to write those down because I think that will be important. It just seems like one of those things that's important, and I think Catherine's journal alluded to, things being colored as well, or having a color related to each island. So, in order to do all that, we've got to head back to one of the main islands. Okay, let's see here. Prison Island is the cat eye with the dot. I would say the big problem is getting the one on Survey Island to work. Because the lens on that thing is broken. But it ought to work. I mean, it has to. We have to be able to get in there to activate the thing for the Golden Dome. So it should work. Right? Trying to think what the fastest way to get to. I think go back to jungle. And then we can go to see if we can figure out Boiler Island first. And then we can try and get to, we can try and do what we need to on Survey Island. That sounds like a plan to me. Because, unfortunately, the connections for Boiler and Survey Island aren't extended in here. Right? So we can't access them directly from here. It's unfortunate. Okay, so I think the fastest way is to go to this intersection. And then switch rotation. And then there. That should put us back on jungle. And then we can use that to get the boiler via the rail cart. I just have to figure out how to get to the little device. To open the dome in Boiler Island. Do do do. Do 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 do. Why does it look like OBS is not transmitting my game audio? Because it wasn't. That should be resolved. I apologize, viewers. could go directly back to Survey Island from here, if I recall correctly. But I think I'd rather just go to Boiler first. Want to try and get that puzzle solved while I'm relatively fresh. We also have the possible code for the mechanisms on the main island, or that it needs that, like, I think it was like an 8 or a 10-digit code, and that is from Catherine's journal. But I have not had a moment to translate those numbers as of yet. But I think we are approaching the end game. Does Rogue remember how to interface with Mist? Or Riven? Maybe. Okay. So this brings power to the wood chipper. I don't think we need that. I think it's a red herring. So I'm just going to continue ignoring it. And we are going to head to the maglev station. You know, now that I think about it, the maglev station would have brought us here from Jungle Island as well. No, 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 did not mean to left click. No. Thank you, Riven, but that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go up. Okay. Refresh my memory. If I come down here, that brings us to the dome. We can see where this puppy is. I have no clue how to activate it from here, though. Is there a hidden path down that I'm not recalling? Let's go check. Because the dome exits over here. And so the lensy thingy is down here. Did I miss it in this tunnel? It's entirely possible. Right? Because there's no way to... No. Alright, let's check out this tunnel then. Just double check the pipe. Make sure I didn't miss like a hidden door or something. This puts out into the boiler room. Okay, the answer is no. So there has to be another pathway to get to that. Maybe if I go around this, maybe there's a way around here, different path around here. No. How on earth do I get to that? Maybe it's something to do with the maglev station. Or maybe I failed to fully explore the island. I wonder if I failed to go this way entirely this entire time. No. Because this just takes me here to the broken bridge. All right. Let's check out the exit by the maglev station then. Because it's possible there's an exit down here that I missed. The answer to that query would appear to be no. That's the elevator to down below. Huh. This is gonna drive me batty. Right, it's in this wall right here. I mean, I can see it, I just don't know how to get back there. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 10 million times with the same trick, and Rogue is a fool. Great. Okay. Let's see. Boiler Island symbol is the vertical line. Nope, missed it. Too early. There we go. Okay. There we go. I can't believe I've missed that many times. That's a lie. I totally believe it. Totally believe it. If you all remember, I'm somewhat daft. Okay. Let's get this lined up. And extend the bridge. That should be good to go. It is good to go. Perfect. Okay. We'll head back to Boiler, go over to Survey. Way to drop your pen, Rogue. Up the stairs, Protag. Thank you. I'm embarrassed with how hard with what happened there. Oh well. That's what happens with me in these games. I get so... I don't know. Not sure what the word would be. Distracted, perhaps? That tiny little details can sometimes escape me. Do 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 do. Okay. I also think we need to go to the top of the elevator. Well, I mean, we gotta go to the top of the elevator anyway. So that we can identify where each of... Like, so that we can cross-reference these islands with the colors, because I think that's important. And their positions on this map. We'll do top first, since it does not require the secret access code. Oh, come on. Thank you. Do do do. Okay. So this is That's boiler. That is jungle. That's survey. That's the main island. And so by process of elimination, the one in the upper right is Prison Island. Okay. Let's go fight with this. How many times will Rogue have to try this before he gets it right? Answer. I don't know. Oh, did it work? No. Yes! Got it! All right. Fantastic. Okay. Go ahead and we will just align this now. And we'll go ahead and extend the bridge. I won't need it, but just in case it ever becomes necessary. Oh, and you get an achievement for that. Neat. And we are lined up. Power up! Oh, the music changed. Check the notebook real quick, just to make sure I didn't already, like, capture this somewhere. Of course. Wow, this screenshot is awful for capturing the notes in Catherine's notebook. What the heck? Wonder if there's something here too. 3 Bolu must be lit. I wonder if that is. I wonder if this is on. I wonder if that's in that temple on the main island. I want to try that out too. Curiosity and all. I like that the music for the expanse changes after you do all 5 things. Alright. Let's go back to survey, and we will get this color thing. And then we can start looking at possible code. I think I have it. Ba-dum. Of course, the fastest way to get to one of the other islands would be to go through the expanse, but we have more info to get. I wonder if that was the same. Nah, it couldn't be the same code for the white page in Mist. Be funny if it was. Well, not funny, but interesting. Although it would make perfect sense, since Catherine is from Riven. She calls this place her home. Okay. Alright, here we are. Let's see here. No. Thank you, game, for allowing me to interface with this device properly. Alright, now I don't want that. I want this. Alright, so this is Survey Island, and according to this, Survey is yellow. So is Jungle. So wait a minute, is that yellow or is that orange? That's orange. So Jungle is yellow. Main Island is green. Prison Island is blue. And then Boiler Island is broken. I guess we'll have to figure that one out by process of elimination if it comes up. And then we know that the secret thing is red. I'm not pressing that again. Because I don't want to have to deal with that whole sequence with the work thing again. Okay. So then I guess it's back to the main island? Does that sound right? Let's see. Should be able to power up that linking book in the main dome. I presume that's the linking book to 233, which will take us to Gen. Which means that we'll be able to trap Gen. Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. Assuming he doesn't outwit me. What is the most pleasant way back to the main island from here? I think it involves going back to Jungle Island. And if I recall correctly, this will allow us to go back to Jungle Island. We have a few things to try out on the main island of Riven. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Gotta make our way back to the main island. Of course, we might need to rotate the tower some, but that's not really a problem. Okay. Might not, though. I might already have it set up to go where we want it to go. Looks like we left this all prepped and ready to go. If I didn't know any better, I'd say I planned it this way. I didn't, but if I didn't know any better, I'd, you know, maybe suggest it. Okay, so one thing I am wary of is putting that code into those machines. That Catherine, because Catherine described it as being like connected to the void in some way from when her and Atris made their initial escape from Riven. Okay, I have to wonder, are we able to mess with these? If we are, I don't see like a control panel or a means to do so. Let's just look around with the lens real quick just to make sure. So no, that must be talking about a different place. I wonder where it could be. Because I would have thought it was here. But I'm not seeing any way to turn these lamps on or off. Not on the base of the pillars. Not on the wall. Yeah. No buttons, no switches. Nothing I can seem to activate on the lamps themselves. Anything on the floor? No. I wish that the notebook had a shortcut. So yeah. That... Wonder where that is. Okay. Let's see here. That leads out to the small dome, not the golden dome. The small dome. So I think to get to the Golden Dome, we can operate this twice more. That should let us get to the Great Dome? Yes. Yes, indeed. And all 5 of those beacons are lit. Good. So how do we control that? I need to get up there. Or, more accurately, I need to get that down here. How do I do that? Like that. Pretty. Looks like materia. Oh, let's take a look around up here first. Woo! That's a nice view. Equally nice view. Let's go ahead and throw down an extra save. Oh, it's called Temple Island. Okay. What does that do? Ah, okay. Well, I knew the colors would come into play somehow. Okay, so Temple Island is green. That goes there. Prison is blue. That goes beside it. Survey is orange. Okay, I'm guessing that's orange then. And that would go down here. Jungle Island goes there. And then Boiler must be purple. It goes up there. Okay. Now we remember that the thing in Gen's laboratory said the ideal strike force was 9. So we need to compensate for that. For each one of these. So, if I recall, Boiler is -1. No, Survey is -1. Survey is yellow, so Boiler, what's Boiler? +8. So there's 9, 10, 15, 17. I think it's +8. Blue is +13, so that's 22. That can't be right. Let's 5, 10, 15, 22. Yeah, that can't be right. Maine is +10. What's green? Green is Maine. Temple Island, so that's +10, which means it has to be 19. Jungle Island is -5. Jungle is yellow. See, now there's no... It's like an orange color. Hmm. Huh. Something tells me I'm not getting this right. But survey was -1, so that has to be 8. Hmm. Okay, I think before we can solve this, I need to go take another look at Gen's notebook. I do not believe that is even remotely correct. I had to have gotten the strike force modifiers wrong. Let's go take another look at those. And I guess let's go take another look at those colors. Maybe there's something in Catherine's diary, too. Oh, wait a minute. Don't I have a screenshot in my notebook of Gen's notebook with the strike force modifiers? I do. I do. +0. Or 10. Okay. So that would be 10 and 3, so that would be 13. Can't be 30. Or maybe that is +0 and this is +3? But then what's this? 8? That doesn't quite look like 8. Like it's 8, but it's rotated 90 degrees left. That's a -1, and that's a -5. What's that? And then I think I also have a screen cap of the strike force. 9 units. Hmm. I wonder. Let's double check Catherine's notebook. Is it this one? Nope, that's the prison book. Intrusive thought. What happens if we do this? There's no way this ends well. Right?
Sikem Shokutia. Lodimat.
Welp. Well, now we've gone and done it. Again. This isn't gonna end well for us.
Forgive me. I don't believe we've met. I am Gan. And you must be the one whom Atreus sent to trap me. I don't know where you got the brilliant idea to trap yourself. I must tell you that I am quite disappointed that it is you and not Atreus who must now pay the price for this foolishness.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That went about as well as I thought it would. Getting all kinds of achievements. Suffering Gen's wrath. Ah, okay. Good. We'll just load up to before I let the intrusive thoughts win. We'll flip through Catherine's journal real quick. So, note to self, the big book is Catherine's journal. Or the big book is the prison book. That's Atreus's journal. So the little one is Catherine's. Okay. Alright. Moiety. Uh-huh. Okay. Right. 3 Bolu must be lit. I don't know where this room is. Maybe that's in... That might be on Jungle Island. No. still not seeing any notion of islands and colors. Okay. Again, is making books. Okay. There's the combination. Uh-huh. Okay. Cage has finally failed. Gen is free. Okay. Often dangerous. Nothing if not determined. Okay, she's writing about Tay. They made a linking book. All right. Right, you made Tay. Okay, so that... Alright, I'm not crazy. There's nothing in Catherine's journal, which means we need to go back to survey. Because that is the only place where I've seen the islands correlated with colors. I think before that, though, I might need to take a quick break. Think, Rogue. Down. I'll get the maglev going, and then I will take my break. Okay. Keys to this have to be here and in Gen's journals. So let's start by going and checking out this color coordination thing again. Maybe I wrote down the colors wrong. I mean, after all, I have a yellow and an orange. But there was no orange, like, there was a violet. And a yellow. And a red. But I didn't see a violet. I mean, I doubt it's doing something so clever as like, oh, you have to compensate for the blue filtering of the water. Because then otherwise you wouldn't be able to see red. I'm just putting something together here. I think if it's rotated 90 degrees, it's multiplied by 2, possibly. I'm getting distracted. Okay. Turn this on. If the game will allow me to interact. That is a red light. We are under Survey Island. That is a red light. That is not the right symbol for Survey Island, though. And the camera shows it as being right here. We can see the structure that we're standing on. Like, that's it. Okay. So then if I move this slider... Wait a minute. This is supposed to be the thing for Survey Island. And that's orange. That's jungle. That's definitely yellow. That's the main island. That's green. Prison Island is blue. Boiler Island is broken. But that looks like one of the things from up top. Am I going insane? Do I somehow have the symbols wrong? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. No, I can't have the symbols wrong. I've been using them to open the domes to the expanse. So my notation on the symbols is correct. So then boiler has to be violet, because it's the only color that we couldn't... But then what's red? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Alright, let's go learn to count in Denis. Okay, Gen's notebook. Hmm. The dates have something to do with it. Wait a minute. No. Alright, let's just double check this. Alright. So that is definitely our ideal strike force for these marbles. And that is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I need that out of here. Strike force compensation. I think that's plus 10. So that would be... That is plus 10. And then for prison, it is plus 13. Or maybe plus 12. And then boiler is plus... Is that 16? Is that 16? survey is -1. And jungle is -5. So survey is 8, jungle is 4. 25. That goes above scale. $22. 19. Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, no, 25 is the edge of the scale. Okay. You know what? Rather than walk all the way back there, we'll just load this save. Okay. Let's try this again. So green, there, blue, there. But then... Okay, boiler, violet, goes there. Red for survey, yellow for jungle. But that doesn't match this. Because this would go all the way out here. Because boiler is 25. And then 22 for prison. 19 for the main island. But you can't move the red past the yellow. Or orange. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There might be 2 for jungle. I wonder if I'm getting these backwards. Put red there. Put the orange there. Because then I can put this at 8 and this at 4. Guess all we can do is try it. Well, that seems to have worked. I guess that was it. Neat. Do we let the intrusive thoughts win again? And go activate that machinery before we go see Gen? Yes. Yes, I wanna see what that does. Can always load back to that save and then we'll go see Gen. But I want to see what this does now, before we go see Gen. Even though we know it's a bad idea based on Catherine's notebook. Rogue is all about doing bad things right now, apparently. Alright, so 10, 1, 2, 3. And then 5. 9. That's 9. 1. 3. 10. 1. 8. 8. 6. Is that 6? I think that's 6. Yep. And then 4. That did it! Do it! Oh no. Oh no. I think this is a very bad idea. Oh, too far. Back it up. Nope. Too far down. Still too far down? No. Maybe. Perspective is messing with me. Okay, no. There we go. Uh-oh. That's a boopsie. I no longer have control. I might have just doomed the entire age. No.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine?
Unhappily imprisoned.
The trap book is empty.
Yes.
I don't understand.
That's
You
how we
never
signal
did.
Atris, apparently.
Father.
Father, I am no longer your father because you are no longer my son.
Whoopsie doodles. I done gone messed up again. Well, let's see.
I don't know what you thought you were doing, but thank you. I finally am free.
Whoops. Summoned Atris prematurely. Okay. So, we need to trap Gen and then summon Atris. Understood. We'll just go back here. Let's see about trapping Gen. And maybe we can also get the code to free Catherine. Somehow. We know that is also in this age. Okay. Again. Nice to see you.
I apologize for the cage.
Well, you know, it's kind of rude.
I'm afraid this situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have chosen.
And that's what all tyrannical dictators state.
I am Gen. I assume you've heard of me.
Nothing good.
Yes. Well, I suspect you have acquired some false information of who I am now.
Buddy, I read your own
Not
journal.
that my son would have lied to you about me. No, not Atris. It's just that, well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was.
Buddy, I read your journal.
I even tried to kill him once.
Oh, well, at least
God,
you admit
if
it.
I had accomplished that, who knows what I would have become. Great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son.
Probably the same insane.
Thankfully, he trapped me on
Monster
age
you already
5,
are.
a prison of my own creation. No books, no precious inks, no ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago. 30 years, 30 lifetimes, what does it matter? No sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed.
Have you, though?
Be sure the deeds of my past can never be completely atoned for.
Certainly not.
But my mission was an honorable one.
Was it?
I'm sorry, this is all a bit awkward.
Can't
Been a long
face the
time
facts
since I've
without getting
attempted
high?
to persuade anyone of my intentions. Most of the people here have already made their minds up about me one way or another.
I mean, your
I
conduct has done
myself
that.
do not trust the words of most men.
Well, most
so I don't
tyrannical
expect you to
dictators do
believe me.
not.
In the end, though, you may discover that I do have more than mere words to offer.
Hmm.
Atris's choice of punishment has been hard on the people of Riven. Many have suffered because of
No, you have been hard
it. The
on them.
island has been steadily decaying for years. But according to my most recent measurements, it appears that the Fifth Age has entered its final days. Unless the villagers can be relocated soon, the island will collapse entirely and everyone will perish.
I'm not gonna tell him.
It has
Don't you
taken
tell
me
him,
a
chat.
long time to do it, but it appears that finally I'll be able to make some substantial amends to my past transgressions. Especially in... well, I'm afraid I've had some trouble with Catherine and the moiety.
I bet.
In any society, there will always be a
Hey,
small
Knight.
percentage of the population with rebellious tendencies. Before Catherine appeared, the moiety, as they call themselves, had been relatively harmless. I mean, the natives here are a fairly violent people by nature, but I'd almost come to accept their presence.
Most tyrannical dictators seem to have
Upon
relationship
Catherine's return,
problems with
however,
people
their
close to them.
violence intensified considerably. It seems she's become some sort of
Leader?
religious savior to them. As far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself.
No.
So I've had no alternative. I had to separate her from her people. The actions of Catherine and the moiety have put my own life at risk on numerous occasions. Consequently, the lives of all the people here.
Maybe because you wantonly murdered them?
Therefore, I must ask you to refrain
We're a violent
from
oppressor?
any attempt to free her. Although I'm sure Atris desires it.
I'm gonna have to tell you to
Indeed.
take a long walk off a short
Desire it
pier with that
all
one.
his heart. But he is completely unaware of her recent state.
I'm pretty sure that she's fine. You're the only megalomaniac that I've
Which brings
seen.
me to the point of all of this. The linking book you brought with you. You're very fortunate to have recovered it. If I may. Thank you.
I don't think we have a choice. He's a stylish dictator. He's well dressed for a violent madman. Right? Isn't that always the case? Well-dressed, well-fed, well-groomed, while their people suffer, starve, are tortured, beaten. Yeah, no, dude, touch it, touch it, touch it.
Perhaps
Just
it
let me
would
out
be
of the cage.
best if you went through first.
No. Get bent.
You may need some time to decide. That is reasonable.
Yes, let me out of the cage.
Please understand, there is nothing I want more than a chance to resolve matters between Atris and myself.
I doubt
Especially
that.
in light of what has become of Catherine.
Yeah, I doubt that too.
But unless you are willing to demonstrate to me that your intentions are honorable, I cannot risk it. The sanctuary I've been writing for the islanders is nearly complete. After all these years, it would be a shame if I were unable to finish it. The work I am doing is quite demanding. Please don't signal me unless you've decided to use the book.
You gonna let me out of this cage? Well, that's a linking book back to Riven. get out of here? I mean, is my only choice to go back to Riven? I guess it is. Yeah, exactly. She's a grown woman. She could stay out past 1 a.m. So I guess we have to go back to Riven. Maybe we need to go talk to Catherine. To do that, we have to go to Prison Island, which means we have to go through the Expanse. That is easy enough to do. Am I gonna have to... I wonder if I'm gonna have to recharge that book to get back to age 233. Okay. Refresh your memory, Rogue. What does this one look like? Symbol for this one is just the vertical slit. Alright. Yes, it is night. It is a very gorgeous game. As was the remaster of Myst. That was also particularly pretty. Although not quite as much as this one. Like, Cyan Worlds really put an effort into making this game very, very pretty. So yeah, let's go talk to Catherine. And hopefully we don't need to recharge the linking book for 233. I mean, granted, now that I've activated all the platforms, it's not going to be that difficult. It's just time-consuming. Okay. It's jungle. Is that the track that'll take me to Prison Island? Almost. There we go. Do 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 do. I also want to check out the lock to Catherine's prison here. Now this combination he keeps somewhere on 233. We'll just have to keep an eye out for it. Alright, so that's like a clack. Like a hi-hat snapping shut. That's a ratchet. And that's a bell. Okay. Reminds me of the Selenetic Age of Mist. Ah! Lost control of my mouse for a second there. Gotta climb the big tree. Oh, the big tree stump. Okay. Kathy, what do you got to say to me?
You have to trap again in the book.
No, really?
Before you can release me from this prison. Please hurry.
And how am I supposed to do that? Huh? Huh? Well, I think more accurately, Knight, is that what it taught you is that video games like Myst might not be your forte. Because Myst is not your average video game. Some of the puzzles for Myst are kind of, esoteric. That's the word I'm looking for. Especially the last one. Because I don't remember the clue that... It's been a little while since I played it. Okay. Go back up here. Thanks for being no help whatsoever, Kathy. Just barely caught that on time. Go back to the main island. We'll go ahead and program the machine and set it up so that we can signal Atris pretty quickly once we manage to get Gen in the book. And I guess we'll go fight with Gen some more. Just trying to think about what's the fastest way to do all this. Maybe go to jungle and use the maglev to get back? I mean, I could go through the expanse here and go directly to the Temple Island. But then I would have to rotate the tower, and we'd have to sit there and wait for the tower to finish rotating. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. We'll do that. We can rotate that tower around. Hopefully I don't need to recharge the book for 233. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Okay. Bring this around. We can head down here, we'll unlock this machinery. That will allow us to signal Atris once the deed is done. Once we manage to trap again. Okay. Alright, so... wrong direction. 3... 5... 9... 1... 3... 10... 1... That is 8... 6... 4. Okay. Not gonna mess with that now. But we will save the game. Go rotate the tower back so we can get back to the main dome. And we will see if we need to go back through the expanse or not. And go through and recharge all the, you know, put fresh charge stones there or not. Hopefully not. That would be tedious. Alright, that looks like it's still powered. So we should be able to get back to 233 just fine. Drop another save. Right, this is... I have no idea what that's supposed to say. 98, maybe? I don't know. Do we have the wrong linking book there? Okay. Despite all our rage, we are still just a rogue in a cage. Gen's back.
I'm relieved you've returned.
Well, yeah. Just let us out of the cage.
I thought perhaps you had decided against it. Here, I shall follow you directly.
Bullcrap, you will. You go first.
Please.
No. And this is the only thing I can think of to do anyway.
You're free to go. But I think you should not come back unless you're willing to use the book.
It's like the only thing we can reach is this Riven linking book. Can't reach any of this. What am I missing? What am I missing? Is there a linking book here? No. I have to be missing something. Think, rogue, think. Well, while I'm thinking. Just let this polisher do something. And then I can do a little thinking. You can think with me, chat. What are we missing? I mean, do we really have to go through it? Just keep going through it until he wears out? That can't be that, right? It can't be. I mean, unless we have to go through the book. Suppose that's an option too. Let's... head back to the island. Take the minecart this time. And we'll do it a third time. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? He kills you, Rogue. That's what's the worst that can happen. The man's a megalomaniac. Well, that's what saves are for. I have the power of save load. It is far superior to your ability to write books. Wait a minute. Is it? It's almost like writing, you know, age books. There's the age where we die. There's the age where we don't die. May as well enjoy the pretty while we're here. Do 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 do. Just go ahead and take the maglev. Make our way back to Temple Island again. Whoa. I didn't realize the scroll wheel would cause me to zoom in. That's fun. Okay. It is still powered up. Excellent. Let's go ahead and throw down a save. Yeah. I can't take it. So I can't swap it with another book or something like that. Arg. Let's wait for Gen to come. I mean, are you just concerned that it's lethal?
All right then, once more.
I mean, there's...
The only path open to you now is through this book.
I mean...
Take it.
Yes, give it back to me, so that I can slap it at you. No? Okay. Okay, this is ending exactly as I thought it would.
You see, I have changed. There was a time when I might have let you live. I made that mistake with Atris once. It's a pity you decided not to give me a second chance. Well, there's still time.
What are you babbling about? There's still time. You just murdered me. Okay. We're dead. Good thing I made that save. I guess our only option is to use the book. Maybe he's not lying. I doubt it. But maybe he's not. Maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe I'm just desperate.
All right then, once more.
Yes, yes, once more. Give me the book. I guess I'll go in the book.
The only path open to you now is through the...
There. I'm in the book. Uh-huh. I've seen this before. This reminds me of when Akinar or Cirrus decided to start ripping pages out of the red and blue books. Is that what you're about to do? Come on, buddy boy. He followed. Are you kidding me? He followed. We did it. We trapped him. I can't believe he followed us. Apparently we can't do anything with that. There's his pipe. Can't do anything with this. These are just blank linking books, maybe? That power's off. Okay. Need that on to get back to Riven. What does this do? Cool. What is this? It's a music box. Okay. Let's go downstairs. Maybe there's something interesting down here. No, not the ladder. Game? I didn't click on the ladder. I clicked on the funny spout thing over the basin. That's probably just a wash. Yeah, it's just a wash basin. Lamp. Ah. Interesting. That's definitely a viewer of some description. Start this latest journal with outstanding news. Catherine has returned to the Fifth Age, and though it sets my teeth on edge to say it, she has also vanished as quickly as she appeared, stolen from me by the rebels. As my guard tells it, she linked into the Fissure Plateau cage just as I'd surmised, when suddenly he was set upon by a band of rebels who darted him and spirited her away. I suspect the truth of the matter was that he was so dumbfounded at actually witnessing someone link in after all this time that he presented an easy target for whichever rebel happened to be nearby. The bloody luck of it. He did get a good enough look at her, though, to verify that it was indeed Catherine. He also claims that he inspected all of her belongings and found no linking book on her person, a fact that I find hard to believe, but if true, makes the question of why she's returned here all the more puzzling. While I am sick with frustration at having lost the only quarry that Cage has ever caught, I am also filled with hope, as she may yet provide me with a way back to Denis. It is true that I have managed, despite overwhelming odds, to break free of the confines of the Fifth Age and resume my mission to save my culture from extinction, but I fear that unless I am able to regain access to the vast resources that lie in the city's ruins, the task of resurrecting that great civilization will be impossible. If Catherine did bring a linking book with her, then I am halfway there. If not, then she is trapped in the Fifth Age, and I can only assume that my emotionally crippled son will soon be along to rescue her. Either way, it is crucial to my plans that I find her soon. Her presence here now forces me to take the rebels more seriously. I should never have permitted them to survive this long. Once again, the Great Wark has demonstrated its usefulness to me. The villagers have been difficult to manage in the wake of Catherine's arrival, and their fear of this mythic beast had been all that has kept them in line. Had I known how truly these prodigious creatures would prove to be, I would have captured more of them while the local population was still plentiful. Because I haven't sacrificed them all yet. Although to be sure, if these disturbances continue, my current pets will be in no danger of perishing for lack of nourishment. I knew it. The search for Catherine continues. I deeply regret my mistake of having ever taught these primitive people anything at all about the books. It seems that with each passing day, I more sorely realize the extent to which they were not ready for that knowledge, not even in the simplified manner in which I presented it to them. Their minds, adapted only to the exceptional menial tasks of village life, were incapable of comprehending the art in all its complexity, and were unable to glean any of the underlying principles that are ironically so elegantly simple. Wow. Megalomania much. It is obvious that so much of the discord that exists between us stems from their failure to grasp the meaning of the information I gave them. If they'd been able to gain even the smallest glimpse of the glorious future I had for them, this conflict would not exist. The minds of the children, however, are much more malleable. With the proper tutelage, they have developed a more appropriate posture towards the culture that has given them their lives. At times, they take to it almost as if they had a bit of Denis blood in them. Given the natives' inborn limitations, however, I am quite careful that none gain a level of understanding that would permit them to sin against their future the way that Catherine did. Yeah, megalomaniac. How foolish I was to think that she could wield such knowledge responsibly when it was quite clear that my own son could not. Atris, still, he remains one of the greatest disappointments of my life. I should never have left him with my mother. By the time I'd returned for him, he had already been poisoned as to all thoughts of aiding me in my noble mission. Perhaps that was the only way she could soften the fact that she had been responsible for the collapse of the entire civilization. So much destruction, so many great lives lost. The guilt must have been unbearable. She did seem to love my father and our world, but ultimately she was an outsider whose ignorance of the Denis became the catalyst for their demise. If I am able to rebuild our culture and in the process correct such weaknesses, then perhaps what she did was ultimately necessary in order that a new and stronger era of prosperity might someday come to pass. I have been increasingly beset by images from the past these last few weeks. As I stood in the schoolroom today, I was reminded of my own childhood. The years I spent in the Bookmakers Guild, Father's immense pride at each of my small accomplishments there. He was an important man in the Denis world, but I cannot bear to think of him for long. It is too much. I was too young to see such things. What did you do? I have her. Late last night, I received word that Catherine had been apprehended while attempting to persuade some of the villagers to join her. I lost a few men in the process, but I would have gladly paid 100 times that number for such a prize. She's been imprisoned in my old office, where I've been attempting to gain some insight as to the reason for her return. I've had to fight with the all but constant impulse to put her on the gallows, as she has adopted the most infuriating stance of only answering my questions, when she answers them at all, in her native tongue. Even so, she is a poor liar. I am now certain that her return to Riven was unintentional, and that she brought no linking book with her. His astounding ego and arrogance is his own undoing. As far as her willingness to share with me the location of the moiety, we shall see. Without their leader, however, they are once again powerless against me. Oh, you can see why they outlawed cursive, eh, Knight? I write in cursive in all my notebooks, too. If Catherine's coming here was indeed an accident, then Atris is bound to come for her. That is a given. The question I must now consider is, how will he attempt it? It is likely that his hesitation is due at least in part to this dilemma. One way or another, though, he'll have to bring a linking book to get it back. There is no other way. It's late and I cannot sleep. I've lost so much in my life. My people, my father, my son, and you, my wife, Keita. You were the only true kindness I have ever known. Watching you flicker there in the imager, I sometimes wonder if you were real. If I could restore your life with my pen, I would do so in an instant and leave the rest of the world to their own wretched fate. Curse these savages. I would be well advised to leave them all in the 5th Age and begin again with a clean sheet of paper. Whoops. A stranger has arrived on Riven with a linking book to Denis. And once again, my useless minion was overtaken by the rebels. From what little I could decipher of his muddled explanation, it apparently occurred sometime this morning. The cage mechanism has been damaged, but that is no matter. Everything I need is here now. Atris is certainly behind this, but why would he send someone else in his stead, and with a linking book no less? Surely he would have guessed that I would be waiting for him. Such recklessness is unlike him. Could it be that he's had a change of heart toward me? That after all these years he has finally decided to let his poor old father go? Ha! I know all too well where his loyalties lie. He is only after one thing. Perhaps the stranger should find her. For now, I need only to wait and observe. I'm beginning to think it was a mistake to allow the stranger to roam freely about the islands. In their ignorant probing, they attempted to power the damaged drawbridge from the Temple Island, and the entire bridge collapsed. Yep, totally did that. A trivial loss at this point, but it irks me all the same. Had I not managed to free myself from that crumbling age, it would have hampered my progress severely. But again, it is no matter now. The day will soon come when I will be done with Riven forever. Disconcerting news. Last night, a group of maintainers happened upon a lone rebel scout and were able to engage him long enough to learn of a most implausible device. A crystal window, supposedly capable of amending my linking books, much the way that my own remarkable system does, but with one slight advantage. It is small and weighs only a few pounds, making it entirely portable. If this outlandish claim is true, then the artifact in question must be something that Catherine fabricated prior to her capture, no doubt from an explicit Denis schematic she brought with her. If only I'd had access to such a document all these years. The portent of this revelation is deeply troubling. Some years ago, the rebels managed to abscond with a dysfunctional linking book I'd intended to destroy. The book was never recovered, but once they had sufficiently atoned for this sacrilege, I graciously decided to let the matter slide, thinking that in their inept hands it could do no harm. But if Catherine has empowered them with such a device, the rebels may have linked to another age. It means that Wargarble is no longer safe. This cannot stand. The stranger is the key to all of this. Tracking their movements has given me a good idea of where this rebel linking book and the crystal may be hidden. But before I can deal with that, I must secure the linking book back to Denis. Everything hinges upon that. If I can regain access to my arsenal of resources there, I will happily leave the whole of Riven to its own dismal future. Hey, imager codes. Okay. So that is 5... for Kata. Father is 23. Or maybe 2-3. And then Anna is 2-3-5. Who is Anna? Ooh. That is the key to Catherine's prison. Let's listen to it again. So, ratchet, ratchet, bell, hi-hat, bell. 22313. Okay. Well, I think we know how to free Catherine now. Let's take a look at these imager things.
Kianenatsu? Shima? Shorate. Mata neta.
Okay.
Tagamem. San Botegan Shem. Fasi.
This would be father. So that was Kata.
Now, my turn. Want to record something so always you will remember. What is English for scramape? Scum from above. Your appearance should have inspired us to a better future.
What?
What does it mean for us as a people if we cannot embrace worlds outside our own? You were an angel from above.
Uh-huh.
Always you will be my angel from above.
I wonder who he was talking to there. Okay, and then 235. This is Anna. Yes, indeed. Flattery will get you everywhere.
An angel.
Oh, maybe this is Gen's mother.
Your angel.
And he was talking to her.
An angel of death. The Denis Council knew it.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
They knew. If I hadn't tried to force my own ideals on your world, you would still be alive. You would still be alive.
Okay. So then this must be Gen's mother.
I wanted a
And she must be recording this
life
after the passing of his father.
full of magic. Full of books that bridged worlds, that lit up the darkness like stars. The possibilities were endless.
Interesting.
It's just us now.
Indeed it is.
You'll never have the life you should have had.
I wonder if she's talking to Gen at that point.
Somehow my
Pause for
love
effect. Indeed.
and compassion, it took that. I don't know how.
Rogue tilts his head quizzically like a dog.
I'm sorry.
You're not the only one, lady.
I'm so sorry. Again.
Okay. And we get an achievement for watching all his Imager recordings. I guess the only thing left is to go get Catherine, and then once we get Catherine, we can, signal Atris. And get out of here. Of course, this is going to dump us out in Gen's lab. I could go... I mean, I've got to go through the Expanse to get to Prison Island anyway. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Because then we can warp back to, like, Jungle Island or something. Or I could just rotate the tower. There's a thought. You could just rotate the tower, Rogue. Nope. Too early. Too early again. Ugh. Stop jumping the gun, Rogue. There. Do 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 do. Into the Pac-Man, exactly. Right. Expanse opens up that way. Summon the connector. Then we need to go to Prison Island, and then we'll go back to the main island. Because I think, well, unless after we free Catherine, we're just automatically brought back. I don't know. That could be cinematic territory. We are definitely at the end game now. Let's see, that's jungle. That's prison. Oh yeah, night. Government contractor. I would have never thought of Gen as a government contractor. Why are we doing this again? I'm not questioning it. We're getting paid. Okay. Alright. Spontaneous rogue hearing test. 2, 2, 3, 1, 3. Every 4 years it all gets torn down so that we can do it all over again. It's not impossibly Okay, Kathy. Your rescuer is here. Yo.
We have to move quickly. Gen's people may already know what's happening. Once we're back with the moiety, we'll have time to regroup. Can I see the book?
Oh, I guess we picked that book up.
You did it. You captured Gen. We're all free. But there's still his followers. I'm not sure what they'll do once they realize he's gone.
Well,
I have to get the villagers to safety as soon as possible.
hopefully I'll be off the
And
island
you?
before then.
You go back to where you first arrived and reopen the fissure. I know it's risky, but it's the only way to signal Atris. I'll try to make it back there as soon as possible, but don't wait for me.
Okay.
Oh, and don't forget the combination in my journal. You'll need it.
Yeah, I already programmed it in. You're really gonna leave me up here, huh? Okay. Cute, Catherine. Cute. Hopefully this works. Where's the elevator? Oh yeah, night. Racy. Looking for ankles. Elevator go down. Okay. Now we have to go back through the bleeding expanse. Thankfully, I have finally memorized which symbol is the symbol for Prison Island. Just in time to complete the game. Trying to think, what's the fastest way to get back? Like, should I just... I think if I go to Jungle Island and then I can take the maglev over, that way I don't have to mess about with the tower rotation on Temple Island, that would be the best. Meh. I'll just go back to Temple Island and use the tower rotation. Just gotta remember which track will take me there. There we go. Because we just need to get back to the place where we teleported in initially. That's right, back to Narnia we go. Hopefully Atris will have a plan to get us out of here. Yeah, I don't think this is any slower than going to Jungle Island and then making my way over to the maglev and riding the maglev over here. In fact, it might be faster. Okay. Go ahead and lower that to about there. Nope, needs to go down just a tiny bit more. Over. Does not go over any further. Raise it up. Open the Starfisher. Summon Aegis. Now we've done it. Only this time, Gen was trapped, and Catherine was freed. Hey, Atris, good buddy, old pal. Get us out of here.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine?
She went to free the people.
Where's the book?
She has it.
I don't understand.
Atris!
Okay, that's great. We can have our loving embraces and catching up
The villagers are safely in the
after we
Nether
get out of
Range.
here.
I thank you.
As do I. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for.
Okay, how about we all get out of here now?
Back my life.
That's great. You two can have your touching reunion later when we're all not about to die. Nifty.
This is where our paths must part. Perhaps we'll meet again someday.
Are you seriously gonna leave me here?
You know where to find me.
Dude, man.
Goodbye, my friend.
Friend, you're leaving me here to die. And we fall into the void. Cute. Great. Great. That's always nice.
Now I understand.
I mean,
Endings
yes.
and beginnings are within the fissure. That riven cleft of stars that acts as both a wall and a bridge. And though I'm unable to understand how, the very flow of stars that brought my mist book into worthy hands, I am sure served as a safe passage home for my friend.
You mean you hoped?
The age of Riven has come to a close, but the people of Riven are free.
I feel like this is the Eye of
Now I'm
Sauron.
at rest, understanding that in books and ages and life, the ending can never truly be written.
Yes, yes, very philosophical, Atris. What is gonna happen to us? Are we just gonna float in the expanse for forever? Apparently, yes. Great. Grand. Wonderful. Right? Well, I suppose that has been Riven, the sequel to Myst. I will take this moment to wrap up the stream. Let's see if there's anybody that I can vouch for that would make a good transition? And the answer is, H.C. Bailey is streaming Dragon Quest III, but that's really not in the same vein as Riven. Well, I suppose we will raid over to H.C. Bailey's channel. Why not? Thank you all for joining me in this broadcast. I will see you all in the next one.